whole project happened, you know. और उसके बाद सनी लियोनी को फिल्म में कास्ट करना, पायल इसका हिस्सा है. Tell us the little journey about it, how it all started.
I'll speak in English. I hope it's okay.
It's okay, it's okay, no problem, no problem.
So, you know what? Last November, October, November, exactly a year ago, I was approached by the writer of the movie, Mr. Kona Venkat. You know, saying that there's a script I want to hear. I heard the script, and then I liked it. And then they said, "Very good. We have Miss Sunny, you know, attached to the project already." I said, "Sunny Leon." I said, "She's not popular in Telugu because predominantly it had to be a Telugu film." And I said, "No." Earlier, about a few years back, I produced a film with my brother, and Sunny played a small role in that. I said, "It's been quite a few years. Telugu audience don't, you know, I don't know." They said, "No, it's Sunny. It's a thing." Then I kind of slowed it down. I said, "Okay, there are a few changes in the script. Let me get back to you." Then about 15 days later, when they didn't hear back from me, they reached out to my father. So father, of course, given as, you know, him being an actor, him being, you know, a legendary figure back home, they said, "Sir, you know, Vishnu's got a great script we narrated," because the writer, Mr. Kona Venkat, and I collaborated. Our first collaboration was a movie called D, which was a very big hit in Telugu. You know, some say it's a cult film, and I'm honored to be a part of that film. And after that, we made another 2 films together. So all the 3 films Kona and I made were huge blockbusters back in Telugu. And he was finding it strange for the last 10-15 days that I wasn't getting back after the script was narrated to me.
I'm sorry to cut you. Can we switch off this?
Then they went to my father and they told him, and my dad heard the script, he liked it, and then he called me and said, "Did you hear a script that Kona told about 15 days ago?" I said, "Yeah, I kind of liked the script, but a few changes, and they had Sunny. I wasn't sure how Sunny would be an advantage to the Telugu audience." And he said, "Vishnu, you have friends in your media, so, you know, you find out. I think she would be the perfect fit for the role, what they're saying. And there's no 2 ways about it." Then I made a few calls to some leading, you know, regional newspapers, which are the top newspapers. And I said, "Can you do me a sample survey?" You know, I gave them 5 names. And I said, "Can you do a sample survey among the audience and say who they would be interested to see in a very interesting role?" So Sunny's name came for 73%. So I was like, I was wrong. So I said, "Okay, let's work on the project ASAP." Then they said, "Okay, what about the heroine?" I said, "Look, you already got a hot-looking woman, you know, Sunny Leon over there. You know, I need someone equally who can share the space. You know." And then here I have Payal Rajput. She's considered a very hot property after RX100, and you know, she's more outgoing than me. So she put me in a very embarrassing spot many a times at shooting. So, you know, it was really fortunate to be acting with people without inhibitions, you know, who brought me out of that shyness. And one by one, everything fell in place. And if you see all the actors here who are associated with the movie, they're all the A+ list talent of our Telugu industry. And they have been seen in a lot of Hindi dubbed also from Telugu. And if you look at the talent who's been associated also in terms of the crew, we've got one of our legendary Indian cinematographers, Mr. Chotake Naidu, and my elder brother, Mr. Prabhudeva. You know, he came and choreographed the song, and I have to tell that you know, we all grew up together. You know, I was a kid when he was already on the journey of becoming a legend. You know, when the production reached out to him and said, "Sir, the check is," my dad sent a blank check to him, saying that let Prabhu fix up what he wants to do. He called me and said, "So you're trying to, what, you've become such a big guy that you're paying me money now for choreographing." I know, what nonsense is this? You know, so he sent a check back. And then I had the fortune of, you know, having the choreography of Mr. Prem Rakshit, who's very famous for his current song, Natu Natu. So he gave the concept and visualization for the movie right from the beginning of the script. And then, of course, I had one of my favorite choreographers ever, Mr. Ganesh Acharya. You know, his first Telugu song was in my Telugu film, you know, in my film long back, of almost about 12, 15 years ago. And I could say, you know, I can proudly say that I launched him in Telugu. And I love him. I love him. So we had some of the best talent work together, and I had wonderful music directors and the team work together. And then I reached out to my friend Akshay. Akshay and I have been, you know, talking for quite some time. And, you know, it's not, Akshay and I never had any, you know, financial transactions ever, but, you know, being an actor, I can follow a certain people on Twitter. But if I have a secondary account, I can follow a lot of people which none of you know. And Akshay is one of them. Well, Akshay, you're the most decent guy I follow on Twitter, okay, in my secondary account. So, you know, I keep following what he talks about movies and the distribution and everything. It's very insightful. So, you know, Mr. Sunil Shetty actually introduced both of us, and I have to say thanks to Sunil Anna, because the introduction he's given us was priceless. And, you know, Akshay and I spoke a lot. Then our association with Mr. Pankaj, with UFO, started. And they were very keen. I think in December we met, right? They had come to Hyderabad and they were talking. And I said, yes, in probably July, August, September, I will have my release. I think that would be a good thing to release over there. So the planning of releasing in Hindi was way ahead of time. It wasn't something we just planned now. And we made a conscious effort of, you know, keeping our partners very close and taking them in every way. You know, saying this is when the audio is releasing, this is when it's going. So I pray and hope that our association will be fruitful and mutually beneficial for both of us. So this, my friend, is a short journey of Ginna.
वेरी श्योर. पायल, आपसे जानना चाहूँगा, जैसे विष्णु सर बता रहे थे, RX100 के बाद और आप इस फिल्म के साथ आ रही हैं, लुकिंग अमेजिंग ऑन द स्क्रीन. टेल अस, क्या खास होगा जब मैं इस ट्रेलर की बात करता हूँ या मैं फिल्म की बात करता हूँ, बाकी फिल्मों से क्या खास होगा इस फिल्म के अंदर?
Sure. So, first and foremost, thank you so much for coming here and promoting our movie Ginna. और मुझे आज बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है just because see I stay here only like 15 minutes away and this is very first time. I mean, I'm promoting my first Hindi film over here in Mumbai, so it's indeed a very big day for me. And yeah, this movie is releasing in 3 languages, Malayali, Hindi and Telugu. और अगर आप कहते हैं कि क्या मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है और मतलब कैसे मुझे मिली, ये कहना चाहते हैं आप, राइट? सो I'll tell you, I started my career with RX100 back there in 2018 and that has changed the trajectory of my career. उस मूवी की वजह से मुझे सब कुछ मिल गया. मतलब I still remember my struggle days when I was there in Mumbai. I struggled almost for 5 to 6 years. यहाँ पास में आराम नगर है, वहाँ जाके मैं 6-6, 7-7 ऑडिशन देती थी और कई बार तो ऐसा था कि 5-6 ऑडिशन में सिलेक्ट भी हो गई. तो आई रियली वांट टू थैंक माय मॉम एंड डैड फॉर दैट कि मुझे हाइट तो अच्छा, यू नो, आई एम ब्लेस्ड विद दैट. सो आई नो माय जर्नी एंड यू नो RX100 इज वेरी वेरी क्लोज टू माय हार्ट एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट मूवी टुडे आई एम स्टैंडिंग हियर इन फ्रंट ऑफ all of you and that's why I hold that movie very close to my heart. Or yeah, coming back to Ginna again, I was looking for an immersive experience and through this movie I got the one, and I really want to thank Vishnu for that and for Mohan sir. You know, they made me the part of this prestigious project. Or through this movie I would say I got to work with such a brilliant team. I mean, Prabhudeva sir, Kona Venkat sir, who is the writer for our film, and Chota Garu, one of the bestest DOPs in South India. और अब मुझे लगता है कि we are not just different tags from different industries. We all are the actors, be it in Sandalwood, in Tollywood, in Bollywood. Our mere objective is to entertain people, our fans and our audiences. So this is what I am doing. और yes, very excited for 21st. और मेरे लिए भी एक वो था कि मैंने हिंदी में देखा. I was you know checking out all in Telugu. Now it's coming in Hindi, so I'm very very excited for this. और आप भी प्लीज देखिएगा.
विष्णु सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे, you know the name of the film is Ginna Bhai. जब मैं जिन्ना भाई की बात करूँ, whenever somebody talk about Jinnah, it reminds us of the partition which India has seen, the partition by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Do you think there are possibility people, you know, there are very sensitive people in our country, there are people who, you know, who consider Jinnah as a villain for India. do you think someone comes up and disagree with the title of yours because the name is Ginna Bhai?
My brother, you're actually quite late in creating a controversy because the controversy was already created when the name was announced back home. I had a lot of people breathing down my neck. The media, ripped me apart a few months back. I was quiet because I was very clear about what the title was. See, we explained at the very beginning what the title means. The hero's name is G. Nageshwara. And we brought out a trailer also to explain what it is in the beginning of in the Telugu thing. So his name is Gali Nageshwara. Gali in Telugu means Hava. So his friends keep teasing him with the name Gali. So he doesn't like that. So he changes his name for a short form called Ginna. So for people who don't know, in certain parts in Andhra Pradesh, G. Nageshwara, the short form is called Ginna. I know the friends among others, they call Ginna. So that's the reason why when Akshay and I also were talking very closely about selecting the name, we had realized that there was already a company which had registered the name Jinnah, that is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. But here it was Ginna. So even then when we tried to explain to the people who were actually registering the title, they didn't accept. So that's the reason why we had to come up with Ginna Bhai.
The reason I ask you this, though the film is releasing in pan India, अब सब कुछ ऐसा हो गया है कि every second film, whether it is happening in Telugu, Malayalam, Tamil, it is getting a pan India release, and your film too is coming on that path. That's why I ask you for the, it's not
You're right,
creating
you're
a
right.
controversial question.
No, you're right. We already had our share of media space. I had to thank all the people back home.
Might be the Hindi belt left.
They didn't realize it. Probably they'll realize it now. I hope they. It's a kind of good thing when a certain controversy comes up. People who don't know about my movie seem to be knowing about my movie.
क्या बात है, एक बार जोरदार तालियां. What an attitude and approach. Amazing.
Changed and it became 21st. I would like to know from you, like, what was your take on this?
See, my friend, I kind of tricked everybody saying that I never announced the date 5th as the release of my movie. I just marked the calendar 2 months ago as 5th October question mark. That's all. And 5th October was the day of the trailer release. I had, see, I am an entertainer. And hook or crook, I got to make news about my movie. So for the last 15-20 days, everybody was jumping up and down saying that Vishnu is also in the race of the movie. I very calmly waited 1 week ahead. I said, my trailer is releasing on the 5th. And 2 months ago, we decided on the date. And 5th, it came out. And 21st for Diwali release, if you have noticed the dialogues in the movie also, my friend, the character which talks about Jinnah, he says he's a cracker, like, he explodes it like Diwali cracker. So we were pretty sure we were going to get a Diwali release.
क्या बात है? Because there is also a dry spell at the box office, recently.
See,
How
probably I'll end the dry spell at the box office. I'm feeling that to be I hope and pray, and I hope the audience would bless us, because we're coming up with a lot of hope, and ultimately I finished writing my exam.
Yeah.
Now, my father says in Telugu, one of his most famous quote is that Prajale Pratiksha Daivalu, means people are the living gods for us actors, for us filmmakers, because if not for the love and blessing and support of the audience who watch our films, we are nobody. And we got to respect that with them, and I hope and pray that they bless us by watching our film.
Though we keep saying that it's an Indian film, there's no need to say South film and North film. Nonetheless, Vishnu's
From the south. So you're coming with a straight film, Hindi film, and during that time only a few other films of
Akshay, Ram Setu, and that is coming around, No, he'll understand. He'll understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, na, Vishnu? So, you're doing this first film, Hindi. So, what do you have to say? You'll be getting an open arm reception, of course, because you're well known.
See, I'm very fortunate because I have Mr. Pankaj planning my release on Friday, which is the 21st. I think the other Hindi films are releasing on the 25th, if I'm not wrong. 25th is a Tuesday.
2 days here and there.
Yeah. And, you know, these are the people I grew up watching, Mr. Akshay, Mr. Ajay, you know, all their movies when I was kids. I looked up at them and watched the movies and I adored them. Today, my film is releasing on par with them, and I hope and pray their films do well. But I hope and pray that my film does better than them. You know, let us all live together, and I hope the audience would bless us with that.
Hi, yeah, Center here. My name is Mayur. Mayur from Beyond Bollywood, and it's an introduction to me to each one of y'all, including Mr. Akshay Rathi, who I've known for many years over the phone, but never had the pleasure of meeting him in person. And obviously, I come, basically an audience from Mumbai, largely a Bollywood audience, I would consider myself, and obviously it's an education for us when South films do well, they come down over here. But in terms of marketing, often we hear that RRR, KGF, and Pushpa, that they did well, and what I wanted to know was like, obviously those films doing well does have an impact, it gives a perspective. But is that the reason enough to, maybe come down to Bombay and, promote the film? And what are the targets when you'll decide, okay, this is, we are going to also release, release it in Hindi in dubbed version? Are there like humble expectations, realistic, or, have these films kind of, given an altogether new target for you all?
See, your question is a very interesting question, but the answer is going to be a very, very long answer, but I'll try to keep it as brief as possible.
Sure.
See, like I was telling, Ms. Lipika also today morning, the success ratio, I think Akshay would know better of any film industry per se, would range anywhere between 20 to 30% at the maximum. That's the success ratio. It would be even lesser, but not more. So far, Hindi cinema, you've been appreciating, 30% of the cream of the best films. Now, all of a sudden, thanks to pandemic, what would have happened 5 years later is happening now. And the distribution network like UFO and some other professionals, the multiplex chains, they're all, coming up in every nook and corner of the country. And when they come for us to make, the movies have been releasing here for quite some time. I'll give you a fine example of two of the biggest superstars of India, Mr. Rajnikant and Mr. Kamal Hassan. Their movies have been releasing right from 1980s. There was a lull, I think, probably from 2000 to 2000 until Bahubali came, early 2000 to until Bahubali. There weren't many films other than Mr. Rajnikant's or Mr. Kamal Hassan's which were releasing. So, I'm proud to say that, this is a golden era of Telugu film, Kannada film, Tamil film, and Malayalam film, because now with the explosion of social media, you people are, you people in the sense that the Hindi-speaking audience are able to go watch the movies in the multiplexes with English subtitles. You're loving it. You don't want to deny yourself of a great film or a good film. You're like, acha, there are subtitles, I'll go understand it. And movie is universal. Not every movie we make in Telugu would adhere to the audience here, because some could be very native in subject. My movie, Ginna, I believe that is a subject which would reach out to all the masses. So here I am, promoting the film. The movies you mentioned, they are phenomenal movies. And why should they be limited only to Telugu? And now they showcased it to you, and you all loved it. And another great example is RRR. It's about two freedom fighters. What if they met? That's what great directors do. They brought us into a trance, and they made us believe in that lie. See, I'm a liar. Okay, I'm an actor. When you're coming into the theater, I want you to believe in the lies I tell you. Okay, and if I lie good and you believe in my lie, then I think I did a great job. So that's what I believe this film is about.
How much obviously this tough phase for Hindi cinema, the last, especially with COVID and the last 2 years not been great. Has that also helped, other markets, other cinemas from India to, find a foothold in the Hindi belt?
I don't think so, because see, the fate of every actor changes every Friday. Okay, every Friday. And if only anybody could crack the code about which movie actually works, I think nobody would want to work on a bad film. So, I think probably are maybe the stories which some of the people, big films here are telling, is not probably accepted by many people. But you have got some phenomenal movies like Gangubai. What a movie was that? That was a phenomenal movie. And yes, recently, I haven't watched it yet, but Brahmastra was also accepted by the larger mass. Yes, there are very good movies which are coming up. Lal goes through everything. It's only a matter of 3-4 years. You won't have to wait for Hindi films or Telugu films. You'll just wait for an Indian film. So, my movie getting dubbed will be an Indian film. It'll be a Hindi film for you. And yes, any film really dubbing in Telugu which is releasing there will be a Telugu film for us.
Thank you. Payal, सपनों से भरे नैना.
Yes, sir. Yes.
तो वो सीरियल मिलने से पहले और अब कितने सपने पूरे हैं और अभी नैन में कितने सपने
That's so
सपने
sweet
भरे
of
हैं.
you. You have like done homework before coming here. That's really nice of you, sir. Thank you so much for that. Yes, back there in 2013, I started my career with serials. I did almost, I think, 3 to 4 serials. Last one was Mahakum on Life OK with Gautam Rode, and that was a hit serial back then. And afterwards, I wanted to experiment. I wanted to explore myself. I didn't want to limit myself with serials only. And afterwards, I did couple of Punjabi films. Chana Meria was the official remake of Sairat movie. That's a hit in Marathi. So, and for that, I won Filmfare also. And actually, that thing, given me wings to fly. And afterwards, and one fine day, I got a call for RX100. I still remember 2018. Somewhere in January or something, I was shooting with Jassi Gill in Punjab, Chandigarh, and I got a call, and they were like, we want to audition you for RX100, and I given audition on phone only, just like that. I'm very terrible at that, but despite of that, I given that audition. And the next day, I got a call from Ajay sir, and he was like, you're flying to Hyderabad, come here. And उन्होंने मेरे साथ क्या किया, इतना बड़ा मुझे स्क्रिप्ट दे दिया तेलुगु में. And that language was really alien to me. I didn't know a single word. Now I am very much familiar with Telugu. I can frame my sentences. I can convey whatever I feel like. अच्छी है ना मेरी तेलुगु? So this is how it happened. And I will tell you one more thing. When I auditioned for RX100, starting में I tried to mug up, I was mugging all the dialogues, everything. But when I gone on the sets, I was like blank. मैं बिल्कुल blank थी. हाँ, I mean, I was so blank that I was unable to deliver the dialogues. I was completely blank, and afterwards he was like, I don't think so. This girl would be able to pull it off. Send her back straight away on my face, and I was like, shit, man. I was doubting myself. I was like, no, I'm doubting my craft. I mean, I have been working here for last 6-7 years, and I worked really very hard. So I was like, just give me one more chance. I'll do the same dialogues in my mother tongue. I mean, either Punjabi or Hindi, whatever you feel like. And he was like, chalo last shot do, and I did it. He just turned back and he was like, I want this girl. And that's how I got RX100. That was really not that easy journey. बहुत difficult रहा है मेरे लिए. But thank God, I think my good deeds, my hard work, my good karmas along with my hard work really paid off. So वहाँ से मैंने शुरू किया, serials करे, अब तेलुगु कर रही हूँ. Now I'm looking forward to enter in Bollywood, which is again not that easy. I'm struggling.
You mentioned in Veere Ki Wedding, were you part of it?
I was just a small part of it. Yeah.
Basically, this is in spirit your first.
Yeah, this is. I'll call this one my debut in Hindi. Yeah.
Great, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Since you're RX,
We wish and hope and pray that Ginna Bhai becomes a super success.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm the only one who is changing poses. You guys are.
You want both of us?
अरे ये कौन है भाई?
अरे सेंटर, both of you center.
Okay.
We would request our media people not to leave without the refreshments.
Solo.
Solo 5. अरे रुको रुको अभी इरफान को सुनो यार फक अप पोज कम
अरे और एक बार
अरे वजन मत रखो नहीं नहीं बहुत रखने नहीं पाओगे वही ना
Ginna Bhai, come.
First and foremost, I would love to thank Mumbai media. This is my first one-on-one conversation with you guys, and I have interacted with media from South industry. This is वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम कि मैं मुंबई आई हूँ और आप सबसे मुझे बात करने का मौका मिला है, जो कि मेरे लिए बहुत एक न्यू एक्सपीरियंस है. So from bottom of my heart, thank you so much for promoting Ginna. And Ginna is going to release in 3 languages. The very first one is Telugu, then Hindi, then Malayali. And today my entire cast and crew, they have come here to promote Ginna. और आपने अभी ट्रेलर देखा, टीजर देखा, गोली सोडा देखा, which is choreographed by none other than Prabhu Deva sir. So yeah, the feeling, the excitement is on next level as of now. I'm so excited, I'm so exuberant about all the things happening around. Thank you.
उसमें बड़े स्टार्स भी हैं, विष्णु सर हैं, सनी मैम भी हैं.
मैं बड़ी स्टार नहीं हूँ. मैं बड़ी स्टार नहीं हूँ. देखो. हाँ. Experience बहुत अच्छा रहा. When I signed this, see after RX100, of course I have been looking for an immersive experience. Or you know, I love challenges. I want to do something different every time. I don't want to repeat myself, or I don't want to typecast myself. So जब ये movie मेरे पास आई, I still remember Mohan sir called me up last year and he was like, he just called me up just randomly and he wanted to appreciate me for my last project, Anganga Ukaditi. And I was like, without a thought, I embraced this project because I got to do something different. This film is colorful, vibrant, and it has all the elements that you would expect from a film to attain that cult status. So I think इसमें सब कुछ है, and that's the only reason that I have signed this film.
मैम अपने रोल के बारे में कुछ बताइए ऑडियंस को, कैसा था रोल,
Okay.
कितना एंजॉय किया आपने इस रोल?
मैं I'll tell you, while shooting, I was unable to snap out of the character. I was so engrossed in my character. तो एक बार मेरे साथ क्या होता है ना, मैं अपने बारे में बताती हूँ पर्सनली, मैं कैसी एक्ट्रेस हूँ. मैं बहुत ही ना, I'm very hungry. I have a huge appetite to perform. तो मेरे साथ कई बार क्या होता है, if I'm shooting continuously like 15-20 days, so I get so much engrossed with that character that it becomes very difficult for me to snap out of it. But shooting for Swati, so जो मेरा character है उसका नाम है Swati, and she's a village girl, very bubbly, very vibrant, but on the other hand she's quite like vulnerable. You gonna see that vulnerable side of hers, and I love playing Swati. और उसे बस मस्ती करनी होती है लाइफ में, बहुत इंजॉय करना होता है. शी बिलीव्स इन द इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑफ मैरिज, लव, एवरीथिंग. सो वो प्ले करके मुझे अच्छा लगा जस्ट बिकॉज मैं रियल लाइफ में ऐसी नहीं हूँ. एज एन एक्टर वी गेट सो मेनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू प्ले somebody from fiction to bad to good. So that's how I got this opportunity. और this character is like I hold very dear to my heart, Swati's character.
जैसे आपने बोला कि रियल लाइफ में आप बहुत मॉडर्न हैं और फिल्म में आप एक देसी लड़के के किरदार निभा रहे हैं. कितनी प्रिपरेशन करनी पड़ती थी अपने आप को डालने के लिए?
प्रेप, मुझे लगता है प्रेप तो हर चीज़ में जाती है. जब भी मैं कोई मूवी साइन करती हूँ, बिफोर दैट आई वुड लव टू सिट विद माई डायरेक्टर्स एंड विद माई प्रोड्यूसर्स. आई वॉन्ट टू हैव अ लॉन्ग कॉन्वर्जेशंस विद देम, बिकॉज सी अगर मुझे समझ नहीं आएगा कि मुझे परफॉर्म कैसे करना है, तो लोग मुझसे कनेक्ट नहीं हो पाएंगे. सो आई वॉन्ट टू balance that authenticity with my character, and this is how I work, and I really believe in doing my homework before signing any other project.
बढ़िया. सर आप बताइए शूटिंग लोकेशन कैसे गए? प्रभु देवा के साथ आपका जो डांस कोरियोग्राफ एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
यार वो तो तुमने सही पूछ लिया. मतलब I still remember in the morning Vishnu told me कि प्रभु देवा sir, he's just about to come, so I'll just come and meet him. I was so scared. I was actually jittering. I was trembling over there. But Prabhu Deva sir, I really want to say one thing about him, that he made me feel so encouraged and he made me feel so comfortable on the set. Initially थोड़ी सी problem हुई because I'm not that great at dancing, but I worked really very hard for 7 to 8 days. 7-8 दिन मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा practice करी और उसके बाद मैंने वो dance किया. And he was like, Payal, get ready for the next film, and I took that advice very, very seriously, and I'm working on my at my craft, and I'm learning dance. I started learning dance also, so hopefully I'll live up to the expectations of Professor.
What do you have to tell of your audience, your fans, the message of
पहली बात तो ये है कि मेरे तेलुगु फैंस जो है, मेरे साउथ इंडियन फैंस है, वो मुझसे बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार करते हैं, and I'm really thankful to them. बहुत ज़्यादा प्यार मिला मुझे साउथ इंडस्ट्री से. Now we have to move on. I mean, I really want to enter into Bollywood, and with this movie, of course, I'm entering. So need all your love, support, affection, adulation, whatever you can do for me, please do it, because nobody is backing me up, nobody is standing by my side, and whatever I have to do in my career, I have to do on my own. So I'm sure आप लोगों की ताकत से बढ़कर कोई ताकत होती नहीं है. आप लोगों को किसी को यहाँ चढ़ा देते हो, किसी को फेंक देते हो, तो मुझे लगता है कि ये सब फैंस हैं जो कि हमारे लिए खड़े हैं. So need all your love and support. That's it.
पायल जी, आपने आपका हमारे सामने आया था, काफी भीड़ सारी थी. आपको कोई ऐसा रोल ड्रीम रोल आप निभा?
मेरा ड्रीम रोल बताऊं मैं क्या है? मेरा ड्रीम रोल है जब भी मेट की करीना कपूर. I love that character. I would love to do that in Telugu if given a chance. मतलब I'm a big fan of करीना कपूर. और मुझे याद है जब मैं मुंबई शिफ्ट हुई थी तो मैंने उनकी एक्टिंग कर करके कितने पैसे कमाए. तो आई यूज्ड टू डू लाइक सिकनी हूँ मैं भटिंडा की क्या, आई यूज्ड टू इमिटेट हर. सो या वुड लव टू डू समथिंग लाइक जब वी मेट और फैशन यू कैन से हीरोइन. Everything, whatever challenges me, I'm ready for all the challenges in my life. You know, I would love to experiment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
किस फिल्म को चाहेंगे आप रीमेक और में आप काम करना चाहेंगे?
देखो बड़ा ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा इन्होंने. एक बार वापस से क्वेश्चन पूछो.
किस फिल्म को चाहेंगे कि आप रीमेक हो और उसमें काम करना चाहेंगे?
इन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि कौन सी मूवी चाहेंगे कि रीमेक हो, और एक मिनट इन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि कौन सी मूवी आप चाहते हैं कि रीमेक हो और उसका आप पार्ट बने. तो वो थी तड़प.
क्यों तड़प भी क्यों? तड़प में अपने
RX100 की रीमेक थी, and I really wanted to be part of that flick, which didn't happen. So I think अभी मुझे कभी-कभी अपनी क्राफ्ट्स पे, अपनी काबिलियत पे शक होता है कि शायद मैं I'm not that good enough, but I'm sure बहुत सारी मूवीज रिलीज पे है और लोगों को पता चल जाएगा कि हाँ हम भी किसी से कम नहीं.